okay? And I know I'm struggling so much. I know it's hard. I know it's not easy. I know I want to feel like killing myself because it's so hard and annoying and uncomfortable, but it is what it is. That's life, you know? We all have to start somewhere, and unfortunately, I did not study this at a young age, and I'm studying now as an adult, and it's super hard, but it is what it is because that's life, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's go back there. Let's go back. Let's focus. But you gotta focus. I remember this guy. But you gotta focus, man. Let's go.
Bonjour à tous, welcome back to Lingoni. My name is Alicia and today...
Bonjour à toi.
Bonjour à tous, welcome back to Lingoni. My name is Alicia and today I will teach you the verbs of the first group. In French we have 3 groups, and the first group are the verbs ending in ER, except for a couple of exceptions like aller, who is completely irregular.
Aller.
Let me remind you that aller in present simple, that we've seen in past classes, would go je vais, tu vas, il va, nous allons, vous allez, ils vont. He's not following any pattern.
Wow.
Tu vas, il va.
Let me try it.
Simple that we've seen in past
Aller.
classes would
Aller. That's to go. Okay. To go. To go. To go here. To go there. To go somewhere. To go anywhere. To go nowhere.
go.
Okay.
Je vais.
Je vais.
Tu vas.
Tu vas.
Il va.
Il va.
Nous allons.
Nous avons.
Vous allez.
Vous allez.
Ils vont. He's not
Il vous. Il vous.
not
What?
following any pattern.
I go. You go.
But normally verbs in ER are the verbs from the first group. They're also the easiest to remember. You'll see why. And they follow
But if you're liking this, if you're enjoying this content, please hit the like button and comment for more suggestions.
a very stable, let's say, like ending and structure. So I thought I would choose like 10 very common, useful and basic verbs in ER from the first group, and there I will recycle some sentences that we've seen in the past and make some short sentences with them. Not really sentences, but vocab that we've been seeing in the past, and probably formulate short sentences with them. All right? So the 10 verbs that I chose are parler,
Parler.
to talk, to speak.
Mm-hmm. To talk. Speak and talk. Okay, to talk, and to speak. Parler.
Ending in ER. Regarder,
Regarder.
to look, to watch.
Regarder.
Marcher,
Marcher.
to walk. Étudier, of course,
Étudier.
to study. Travailler,
Oh my god, my throat. Okay, let me hear that
to
again.
walk. Étudier, of course,
Étudier.
to study.
Étudier.
Travailler,
Shit. That's hilarious. That is hilarious, isn't it? God damn it, dude. Travailler.
to work.
God damn it, man.
Aimer,
Aimer.
to like, to enjoy, to love. S'appeler,
S'appeler. What?
to be called. It's like when you say my name is, je m'appelle.
Je m'appelle.
Acheter, to buy, usually pronounced
Oh,
ach-
what was
when
that?
you say my name is, je m'appelle. Acheter,
Acheter.
to buy,
Acheter. Acheter.
usually pronounced acheter. Again, we have a e in the middle that we eat up.
You eat up.
Manger,
Manger. Oh, it's to eat. And by the way, I'm hungry now. I want to eat something.
and jouer, to play.
Jouer. Jouer. To play. Let's play a game. Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Couple of things that are very important. First, when you will be speaking in present simple, you must never forget to put the pronoun. It's not optional like in some languages. We always
Okay. Let me go back.
you must never- Couple of
Transition.
things that are very important. First, when you will be speaking in present simple, you must never forget to put the pronoun. It's not optional like in some languages.
Present simple, put the pronoun.
Always need to put je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle. The pronunciation of il, elle in singular and in plural is exactly the same.
Il, elle, but there's only an S, the S letter. In the end, I
Do not
guess.
try to put an ils or an else to
Ils, elles, il, elle.
make me understand that it's plural. It's just the way it is. We pronounce it exactly the same way.
Cool.
You
Cool.
would pronounce the final S if the verb that follows starts with a vowel, like ils aiment.
Ils aiment.
They like. But apart from that, you do not have to pronounce the final S in il or in elle. And then,
Great.
verb-wise, I will take parler,
Verb
and I will
wise.
conjugate this one.
Conjugate this one.
The structure will be the same for all the other verbs that we chose here. And I will tell you what you have to remember absolutely, because it's really important when you will be speaking in present simple with all the verb in ER. If you remember that, you already have like more than half of the job done as far as pronunciation is concerned, which is already a lot. So parler, you would say
Parler.
je parle,
Je parle.
tu parles,
Tu parles.
il parle.
Il parle.
As you
Oh, that was kind of good, wasn't it? Yo, that was good, man. Look at me. Yo, this guy's getting there, man. Let's get it, y'all. Hey, just kidding, guys.
je parle,
Tu parles.
parle.
Il parle. Oh my God, look at me. I'm so French right now. Oh my God, dude. Oh God, I'm going to Paris now.
You see, it's the same pronunciation. That's why you need the pronoun. Otherwise, it's very difficult to understand. Je parle, tu parles, il parle.
Je parle, tu parles, il parle.
The only distinction when you write is that with tu parles, you would need to add an S. Again, it's not optional. We do not pronounce it, but we write it. It's a mistake to not write it. Je parle, tu parles, final S. Il parle, ou elle parle, of course, if it's a girl. So je and il, elle are written the same, tu with final S, and the pronunciation is the same for all of them.
Okay. I'm probably going to forget about it if I don't study every day. So I need to put them in practice every day so I don't forget this rule. Like those rules. But yeah, tu parles, there's no S. Or elle parle. Je parle. Tu parles. Elle parle.
Are written the same,
Yes.
tu with final S, and the pronunciation
Oh my
is the
God, dude,
same
I'm
for
so
all.
good right now.
Nous parlons.
Nous parlons. Nous parlons.
Final ONS. Remember that as well. Final ONS.
Nous
always.
parlons.
I can hear like very weird things with the nous. Nous parlons.
Nous parlons.
ONS. Always. Nasal sound. Vous parlez.
Vous parlez. Vous parlez.
EZ. Vous parlez. Pronounced
Ooh, Z. Z is Z, right?
as if it was an E with a stress on top of it.
E with a stress on top of it.
Un accent aigu. Vous parlez.
Vous parlez. Parlez.
Il parle.
Il parle.
Tricky one. Very tricky one. Here I can hear everything and anything coming out from my student's mouth. You're complicating it a lot. It's weird, but the plural, when it's a verb in ER, il ou elle, first, as I told you before, the pronoun is the same. It might be singular or plural, you will pronounce it the same. Il, elle, but you add the final S when you write. But the verb is also pronounced the same, even though it is extremely important to always remember to put an ENT, a final ENT at the end of your verb when it's plural. When it's il or elle with a final S, remember to always put, if you write it, if you say it as it's written, parlent. But you will never pronounce it. Never. It's just letters that are here to mark the plural. So the weird thing is that
That's cool.
if you
That's pretty cool.
mark the
Let me hear the
If-
explanation
when-
again, because I want to make sure it's there, like it's gonna stick into my brain.
il or elle with a final S, remember to always put, if you write it, if you say it as it's written, parlent. But you will never pronounce it. Never. It's just letters that are here to mark.
So, plural, they in French, there's no S in the end, but you say il or elle, but you don't say ils or elles. And when it's plural on the verb, I guess, more or less, you put ENT. That's kind of more like this, right? Kind of more like this, yeah.
The plural. So
More or less like this.
the weird thing is that sometimes if you don't have a context, which is impossible, if you're having a conversation with someone, you should have a context. But il parle, if I just say il parle,
Il parle.
And I tell you, write it. It's perfectly correct to write it il parle, everything in singular, or il parle, everything in plural, because the pronunciation would be the same. Again, normally when you're talking.
Oh, okay. That's why she talks about context. It's pretty much the same thing, the same way it's spoken, like il parle and il parle when like he speaks and they speak. But you just have to know you would just have to know the context of the conversation. That's pretty cool. Il parle. So it's the same thing. Il parle, il parle. So he speaks, they speak. Good.
Plural, because the pronunciation would be the same. Again, normally when you're talking, I know if you're talking about like il parle, one person or people, because I have the context. But the pronunciation would be the same.
Okay.
So what is ClickUp? ClickUp is an all-in-one productivity software where you can manage everything and
Let's
anything.
skip this ad real quick.
Okay. Written, the ENT in plural is not optional. Remember that.
Not
And
optional.
do not get confused with in plural is not.
Okay.
Okay. Written, the ENT in plural is not optional. Remember that.
Il parle.
And do not get confused with ONS and ENT. ONS is with nous. Nous parlons, nasal sound.
Ah.
ONS and ENT. ONS is with nous. Nous parlons,
ONS.
nasal sound.
Parlons.
Vous parlez,
Vous parlez.
il parle.
Il parle. They speak with ENT because it's plural.
Parlant.
Oh my god, that's kind of complicated, man. Oh my god, I'm never gonna learn it. Ah! Why?
I will give you.
Why are you doing this to me, God? What did I do to deserve it, man?
sentences I
Oh,
made.
God,
you
dude.
can just
Oh.
practice them, repeating them, or trying to translate, or just maybe changing the person. I write, for example, I said, je parle français.
Je parle français. France. It's so hard. This R thing is just so hard. Je parle Ah!
I said, je m'appelle Alicia et je parle français. You could like français. I said, je m'appelle Alicia.
Je m'appelle Alicia. Je m'appelle Samuel.
Et je parle français.
Et je parle français. Français. Et je parle français. I think I got it. Français. Ah!
You could like change these sentences.
Man, that's hard.
For example, that's a good practice you could do on your own.
He's trying really hard, isn't he?
Je m'appelle Alicia.
Je m'appelle Alicia. My name's Alicia.
Et je parle français.
Et je parle français. France.
Tu regardes un film.
Tu regardes un film. Film?
You watch a movie or tu regardes un film.
Un film. Tu regardes un film.
You watch a movie or you watching a movie. Il marche lentement.
Il marche lentement. Il marche lentement.
Watch a movie or you watching a movie. Il marche lentement.
Il marche lentement. That's pretty
He
cool.
walks slowly. Elle parle beaucoup.
Elle parle beaucoup. Elle parle beaucoup. Elle parle beaucoup. Elle parle beaucoup. Elle parle beaucoup. I'm just trying to repeat myself many times because I think that's the only way to learn, you know. Sorry for embarrassing myself, guys. It is what it is. It is what it is, I guess, you know. That's life, man.
She speaks a lot. Elle parle beaucoup. Nous jouons.
Nous jouons
Aux échecs.
aux échecs.
We play chess.
Jouons aux échecs.
Vous travaillez
Vous travaillez
avec Jenny.
avec Jenny.
You work with Jenny. Vous, it could be someone I'm talking about in a formal way with vous, or it could be several people.
Okay.
Ils aiment I know.
Ils aiment. Ah, the ENT.
Here I can hear the final S, but it's only because
Ils aiment. Ah, but it's because I think there's a letter. No, there's a vowel after the first. I'm not sure.
the verb aimer starts with a vowel.
With a vowel. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say.
That's what it's- Ils aiment.
You
I
see, man, I am getting there. You see, like 1% at a time. Let's get it. Woo, I'm excited, man. I love it. I want to learn this thing. It's just hard and it's annoying and it's uncomfortable, but I definitely want to learn this thing. That's cool. Let's get it, y'all.
Here I can hear the final
Man, I
S,
wanna
but
learn
it's
it.
only because the verb aimer starts with a vowel.
Vowel.
Ils aiment, written aiment.
Aiment.
Ils aiment le football.
Ils aiment le football.
However, if I say ils jouent
Ils jouent
au football,
au football.
they play football, you cannot hear the final S. Ils jouent au football.
Ils jouent au football.
And one more, elles achètent.
Elles achètent.
Again,
Et-
elles achètent,
Elles achètent.
because it starts with A,
Elles.
les
Ah.
cadeaux de Noël.
Les cadeaux du Noël. Les cadeaux du Noël.
Elles achètent
Elles achètent
les cadeaux de Noël.
les cadeaux du
They
Nord.
buy or they're buying the Christmas present.
Wow.
What do you need to remember? You always put your subject when you speak, like the pronoun je, tu, il, nous, vous, il.
Okay. Slow down. That was too fast.
Always
Hold on.
put your subject when you speak, like the pronoun je, tu, il, nous.
Okay, wait. Go to wait, you're going
What do
too
you need to
fast.
Remember, you always put your subject when you speak, like the
The subject when you speak. Okay, I get it.
pronoun
But
je,
je,
tu,
tu,
il, nous,
il,
vous, il.
nous, vous,
You
il.
do not pronounce the subject when you speak, like the pronoun je, tu, il, nous, vous, il. You do not pronounce the final S in il.
Yeah, she said that already.
Plural, even though it's tempting because you want to make the differentiation between singular and plural, there is none.
Yes.
And you remember that the ending of the verb in er are e, es, e, ons,
ONS.
ez. I
Ah,
say
yeah.
all this in French, right? E, es, e, ons, ez, ent. And the pronunciation is the same for 4 forms of them. So the whole singular is pronounced the same, and the third person plural is pronounced the same as well. I will just do one more, like travailler, because I said parler.
Travailler. Travailler.
At the beginning of the class. So I will conjugate now travailler. You could
Travailler.
stop the video, try to do it first, and check if you did it properly. Travailler. You could stop the video, try to do it first, and check if you did it properly. Je travaille.
Actually, I was gonna do that, but because I am so much of a starter that I am still very confused about anything, so I might just follow along, and then like as I got more used to it, then I'll try to do things by myself. But I'm way too much of a starter to even try anything by myself.
At the beginning of the class. So I will conjugate now travailler.
Travailler. Travailler.
You could stop the video, try to do it first, and check if you did it properly.
Whenever I'm good.
Je travaille.
Je travaille. Je travaille.
Tu travailles.
Tu travailles.
Il travaille.
Il travaille.
Nous travaillons.
Nous travaillons.
Vous travaillez.
Vous travaillez.
Il travaille.
Il travaille. Il travaille.
That's all for today, guys.
That was really good. Let me try again.
Je travaille.
Je
Tu
travaille.
travailles.
Tu travailles.
Il travaille.
Il travaille.
Nous travaillons.
Nous travaillons. Nous
Vous
travaillons.
travaillez. Tu travailles. Il travaille.
Il travaille.
Nous travaillons.
Nous travaillons.
Vous travaillez.
Vous travaillez.
Il travaille.
Il travaille. Yes.
That's all for today, guys.
Yes.
Well done. That's a huge step forward with the ER verbs. We're
Let's
now
get it, man.
able to formulate sentences and see a lot of more vocabs, and it's great. Remember to also review your verb aller, which is ending in ER but is completely irregular.
Aller.
And soon we'll go back to être and
Être.
avoir to,
Ah, peut-être.
to have like the full conjugation. Sorry. Remember to go on.
Okay, that was it for this part of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we're gonna continue now on the other part. Let's go.